Hello, I'm Patrick McGee, sports writer for the Sun Herald.
I'm Patrick Oaks, sports writer of the Sun Herald. This is Sports Guys Week 2.
We're here to talk about Friday night's big games. I'll be talking about Pascagoula, Ocean Springs, and Resurrection, Pass Christian.
And I'll touch on Macomb visiting Harrison Central, and then the big game of the week, which is Picayune hosting D'Iberville. Kind of an odd situation for Picayune. Had a week 1 bye. As it turns out, they kind of needed it. Sounds like they're going to be without 5 starters going into this game. It's a game that every year you know when they play one another it's going to be a hard-fought game. Both teams like to run it. Picayune really likes to run it, whether they're up, they're down. They have to chase from behind. They're going to keep pounding the rock. Buddy Singleton essentially said it's going to be 3 yards and a cloud of dust. On D'Iberville's side, they learned a little bit about their team last week. Broke in a new quarterback, Jaquel Green, big athlete, big SEC recruit. Didn't throw the ball all that great, had 2 interceptions, but he ran the ball well, had 144 yards. I think he found the end zone a couple times. I like D'Iberville to find their rhythm, I guess, and pick up a big win at Picayune. The other game, with Macomb visiting Harrison Central, last week Casey Kane made his debut with the Red Rebels. It was a tough 14-13 loss. They lost in the last couple minutes of the game. I like them at home. I think under Kane, they want to throw it around a lot more. Tavis Williams threw the ball, I want to say 25 times or something last week. I don't know that they threw that ball that much all last season. They never took the ball off the ground. He's got to find a little more consistency, only completed 11 passes. He's got some targets. They had a handful of guys who carried the ball. I think they'll pick up a big win at home this week.
I agree. I think you probably hit that on the head there. As far as Pascagoula, Ocean Springs, this game's really been tight the last 4 years, been decided by 6 points or less. I see this game kind of playing out like last year where Ocean Springs wins it in the late stages of the game, really keeps it on the ground. Pascagoula played really good defensively last week in the 13-0 win over Moss Point. Pascagoula is still working out some things on offense, having to deal without Javaris Walker, the other running back. Everything's kind of on Reginald Hunter right now. Ocean Springs has got a couple of pretty good running backs, and Trexton Coleman and Matthew Pleasant. So I see Ocean Springs pulling out a tight one by winning it by keeping it on the ground. Resurrection and Pass Christian, this is an interesting one. You got a 4A Pass Christian going on the road to a 1A Resurrection. But Resurrection was really strong. They were really good all last season, had a tough loss in the postseason, but Resurrection started with a 56-7 win over St. Patrick last week. So that, Resurrection's good again. They're going to pound the rock. They're going to keep it on the ground. Pat Watts, a really good running back / tight end. Dylan Jolly, a senior running back, and Justice Sharp almost rushed for 200 yards last week. So, but Pass Christian, they played good defensively last week against Hancock. We'll find out a little bit more about Pass this week, but I think Resurrection pulls out another tight one in this one, maybe a 3-point margin on that one. 3 other games I want to pick. I want to take Gaucher over Moss Point, St. Martin over MRA, and also East Central over Stone.
3 other games I want to touch on real quick. I think Gulfport will pick up a win at Petal. I think Biloxi will lose to a good team in Tate in Florida. And I think St. Stanislaus will fall at St. Paul.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.